Kell Brook knocks out Vyacheslav Senchenko in the fourth round. This was not a bad fight. I like the fight in general. You know, Senchenko was coming off a win off retiring Ricky Hatton with that nasty body shot. Kell Brook came back victorious from the Carson Jones rematch. Now, I noticed in the third round when after Kell Brook knocked down Senchenko, he seemed to be in the driver's seat. He had good control of the fight. His jab was alive. He was the third round finish, and then I noticed in the fourth round, this is obviously when Senchenko won the fight. I noticed that Kell Brook was actually getting hit with some shots, man. I'm not gonna lie, I saw that. He was getting hit. He was getting hit with some nasty hooks. You could actually see the marks on Kell Brook's face from Senchenko's shots. And Kell Brook, the thing I noticed that I'm still a little iffy on his defense, if that makes any sense. I notice he likes to hold his chin way up high sometimes. Peter Quillen does that a lot. He does not utilize enough head movement. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this is just some minor things I'm pointing out. You know what I'm saying? I'm not shitting on Kell Brook by any means. I'm just pointing out some of the small things. All right, so he does not have enough head movement, and he's also a sucker man for hooks. And his power is pretty good. His speed is not bad, but that's just some of the minor things I see, man. So if this was really really big puncher at welterweight, Kell Brook might have got knocked down. You know what I'm saying? But nonetheless, he took the shots, so he does prove that his chin is not bad. And he was able to hit Senchenko with a very good right hook and followed up with a dynamite left uppercut that sent him down to the ground. And I actually talked about this before in a previous video. How important it is to maintain eye contact with the referee when you get knocked down. If you notice, when Senchenko went down, he turned his back on the referee, man, and that's pretty much telling the ref. The referee's thinking you're not really sure if you want to be in this fight. He turned his back to the referee. The referee looked at him in the eyes. He told him to come forward. He came forward, but he was like really slow. The referee stopped the fight. So, I mean, the referee didn't do anything wrong. I thought it was a good stoppage. But I just felt like, you really got to maintain eye contact with the referee when you get knocked down. So, with this victory, Kell Brook has positioned himself for a title shot against the winner of Devin Alexander and Sean Porter coming up. Now, Devin Alexander and Kell Brook were supposed to fight, I want to say, sometime in the middle of this year. I think they were supposed to fight back in February. Somebody had got injured, and then they were supposed to fight later in the summer of this year. And then, that fell through again. So, I believe Devin Alexander will beat Sean Porter. Okay? And then, after that, these two guys, the winner of that fight and Kell Brook is going to have to fight. I don't know how the venue is going to work out. I don't know if the winner... I'll just say Devin Alexander because I think he's going to win the fight, okay? So, I'm not really sure how the whole venue thing is going to work out. Kell Brook stated that him and Eddie Hearn are going to be watching Devin Alexander's fight. I believe the fight got moved to San Antonio. So I believe they're going there to watch the fight in person. And I always wanted to see Devin Alexander and Kell Brook back in the day. I thought that would have been an excellent fight. I still think it's a good fight. Well, that's a very good fight, man. And I hope that fight can get made without no bullshit this time. So, another thing we gotta actually start looking at too is being that Kell Brook is at Floyd Mayweather's weight class, I know a lot of people are going to roll their eyes and shit because they think, Mayweather would probably beat Kell Brook easy. But we just have to at least consider, Kell Brook as an opponent for Floyd Mayweather at this point. He's currently undefeated. He is at Floyd Mayweather's weight class. And if he does become victorious against Devin Alexander, then, he's going to have a belt. And people's going to have to really start considering that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying, Kell Brook defeats Floyd Mayweather, but, I'm just keeping this shit 100% real and honest. This is an opponent we have to consider. He's obviously done everything right to get to this point where he's at. He is a force at 147. He's a big force. He's got some power. He's got pretty good speed. He does have some minor flaws, like I just mentioned, with this, holding his chin up in the high, and that, he's a sucker for hooks. I wouldn't mind seeing a little bit more body work from Kell Brook. I believe this is things that, could change over time. So let's see what happens with this Devin Alexander and Sean Porter fight, and then we could we could go from there. Hopefully the fight could be, made, signed, and, this time no bullshit excuses. So, shout out to Kell Brook for doing what he did to Senchenko. And we'll see what happens from here on out. Alright, peace out.